everybody, it's Dr. Simon. I want to go over VoiceThread and the week 3 assignment so that everybody is on the same page about how we're able to submit to VoiceThread and how we're able to submit for written assignments and the tools that we have available for you within the Engage portal. So first I want to look at VoiceThread. This is what you guys did last week, and so I saw that there were some of you who were confused on how to actually respond to a peer, so I want to go over that. So if you click on the VoiceThread, it'll take you to your VoiceThread screen. And if you choose one of your peers, so we're going to go here, we're going to look at Carolina, and if I clicked on hers,
Hi, my name is Carolina Alexander, and I am from Laredo, Texas.
So here's her post. I'm able to, okay. This is, when I click this screen here, this plus button, this brings up the opportunities for me to be able to record. So if I clicked here, I can do a voice recording, and this would pop up. I do my voice recording. Once I recorded it, it would load, and then I could save it. Once I saved it, it would pop up here. I've already done it, and so it's already populated over there. And so my recording is there. This one was with the mic. If I did one with a video, I'd click here. Same thing, it would come up with that screen, and then it would, I didn't do one with the video. Let's do the video. So the video is here. And so I'll be able to record, and I'd say, hello Catalina, so great to have you. We are going to learn so much stuff this semester. This is just an example, it's just a test. And once I was done, I could press stop recording. It would upload. It'd give me an opportunity to see it. And so I'll be able to record, and I'd say, hello. If I agreed with it, I could save it. If I didn't, I could cancel it, and I can start over. So you should be able to see those. Then this is the text. So if I wanted to text, I click here, I click this, and then I can write inside of here. So whatever I wrote here, I'd save it, and then it would pop up over here. The preferred method is to make sure we want to be able to see your face. We don't have a face-to-face classroom, and so this kind of models that. You're only required to do one initial post when we do the VoiceThread, and then the 2 peer responses. So if you want to do more than that, then that's when you can do your microphone recording, or you can respond back in text. So you can always do more than, you can respond to more than what we've asked. But when you are responding to the required 1 initial and 2 peer, you do want to use that webcam access. If you have other questions about VoiceThread or need more resources, then we do have tutorials that are available in the Getting Started section. If you click on Getting Started and then VoiceThread resources right here, if you open it, you'll see that information here so that you can work on VoiceThread. In addition to the tutorials that we have for you in VoiceThread, we also have the Personal Support Center. And you can see that they are, they take calls 24/7, and here's their telephone number, or you can send an email. So there are a couple of different ways for you to get more information. You can do the tutorials here, or you can call the help desk. All right. In addition to VoiceThread, I want to talk about this counseling research starter here. In week 3, you're going to have a written assignment, and we've put together tools for you that will be very helpful as you get to do that. So here you'll see your digital portfolio, and this was specially designed, custom made for the 6315 class. So if you were to look at your course syllabi and you see the type of writing assignments that we have there, you'll see these tabs here that give you information on different tools that you can use when you're completing those assignments. So for the purpose of this one, you're going to be doing the historical or the background information for counseling. And so you would click on this tab, and there's information that's available here to help you. So there are some reference search tools that are available. There are some quick links about counseling, the history of counseling. There's a brief historical overview. These are just portions of things that you can use to help you create a comprehensive paper. It's 2 to 3 pages, so it isn't too long, but if you needed help, then this is one of the tools that you can use to help search for different references that will help to support what you're putting in your paper. Along with this, we have information for writing tools and for information creation tools. For your writing resources, this week and next week, you should review the information here because it's going to teach you about how to avoid plagiarism. So you definitely want to make sure that you are fully aware of what that looks like. So when you submit your paper, you are avoiding plagiarism. One of the ways to avoid plagiarism is to make sure you understand how to use direct quotes and paraphrasing. For the purpose of this course, you should never have any more than 2 direct quotes in your papers because these papers are pretty short. So you do not, including in your discussion boards, no more than 2 direct quotes should be used within this particular course because you're not writing very long or extended papers or discussion board posts. There's also information here about APA formatting in addition to what you have in your APA book. One of the things that I like the most, I definitely use this more than I use my APA manual, is the Purdue OWL website. This website gives me great information on formatting APA, and I think it's actually more user-friendly than the manual because with it being online and being digital, I can click around much easier than flipping through the book. So this is definitely a go-to for me, would be this Purdue OWL. In addition to APA, you also need to know general writing resources. What are some ways to help you with transition phrases? How can I make sure that my writing is clear? How can I make sure that my writing is up to a graduate level? These are some great tools to help you along the way. As a counseling professional, we want to make sure that we are speaking the language of the profession, and that comes from APA and clear and concise writing. Also required for your historical overview is a visual illustration. So we've given you some options here that you can use for those visual illustrations, some things that you can use to help you with that, and that's in the Information Creation tab. And when you click here, you can see things like Coggle, which is a mind mapping software, MindMup2, MindMaple, Timeline Templates. And so here are some tools. So you can click on them and there are videos to show you what that looks like. None of them are very difficult to operate, but they're ways to help you create that timeline in a digital format. If you have other options, if a lot of you guys are school teachers and you may know some other ways, so you're more than welcome to use a software that you're comfortable with. I would prefer if we tried to stay away from the PowerPoint because that one is used quite often and I want us to be able to expand our toolbox. So if possible, I think it would be great if you were able to start to explore other options. When you're working with students in schools, a lot of times we want to make sure that we're staying up to date with the different trends. So it is an option, it is there for you, but let's try and stretch and expand. We want to learn new things, and so we gave you some options here. Okay, in addition to the Counseling Research Starter, we'll go over what this assignment looks like. So in week 3, you'll see that you have your historical overview, and remember these things are due on Fridays. You'll get the instructions for what that looks like. Planning ahead is key. Please make sure you read the announcement about the bonus points because you do have an opportunity to use the Writing Center, and I strongly encourage that. But in order to use that and get those bonus points, you have to plan ahead. And so that's why I want to go over it this week so you can see what the requirements are and you can get your reading and everything taken care of so you'll have your time to write. So there are 2 components to this assignment. One is the visual illustration, the other is the 2 to 3 page paper. So what I have done throughout the semester, instead of requiring you to turn in a 12-page paper at the end as a cumulative assignment, I've broken it up into 2 to 3 pages throughout the course. That way you don't have a big chunk at the end. So you're going to write the 2 to 3 page paper and you're going to give me a summary of the history, key figures, and future trends that are related to the counseling profession. Remember that you are transitioning from whatever field you were in before to the counseling profession. So we're not talking about teaching, we're not talking about education, we're talking about counseling, school counseling, professional counseling is what we're looking for. In addition to the paper, you're also going to have to turn in an APA checklist. This checklist, you're going to look at the paper that you have written and complete the responses based upon that. This is just a way to help you do some self-editing. I did an example earlier for, I've done it before, so it says submitted for grading, but yours won't say that until you actually try. Here's the course rubric, the assignment rubric. This is what I'm going to use as I'm grading, so make sure you are very clear on what's in that, and remember that the APA checklist is a requirement as part of what I'm grading. So if you don't turn in the APA checklist, you've automatically lost 7 points. So please make sure that you complete that and you submit it. When you have everything complete, you can submit and you can upload several documents. So for this, please make sure you turn everything, your paper, all of your written papers should be in a Word document, because that's how I go through and I grade and I make edits. So please do a Word document. You'll upload it here. For this particular written assignment, you have multiple things that you're going to turn in. You're going to turn in your paper. You're going to turn in your checklist. So you would upload that. If you have a visual illustration that is a PDF or a Word document, you would need to attach that as well. So you could have 3 different assignments here. So if I had 3 different ones, so one's the paper, one's the checklist, and one is my visual illustration, I'd have all 3 and I'd save changes. In the event that your visual illustration is not something that you can upload, for example, if you did a Prezi, you can't upload a Prezi, it gives you a web address. You could put that here in the comments. So let's say, for argument's sake, I didn't have one pulled up, that I wanted to use, let's pretend this YouTube is a Prezi. So I would take the web address, and here in the comments, hello, Dr. Simon. Here is my visual. Paste. Save that comment. And now, as the professor, I have the link. Okay? And that's how you would turn that in. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Give me enough time to be able to respond prior to the deadline. If you have a general question that would be great for your classmates to be aware of, you can post it here in the course wall so that I can respond. I am available via email. If you set an appointment, I'm available by phone or by Skype. I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you so much for all of your participation. Please make sure you visit the Olu Writing Center, and we'll be talking shortly. Thanks and have a great day.